Welcome to Pro Stock Trade's weekly recap. The market gained 2.26% this week, making 2023 2 for 2 on green weeks. Here's what happened throughout the week. On Monday, COVID vaccines and boosters are still selling like crazy as Moderna said that it generated about $18.4 billion in COVID-19 vaccine sales in 2022. A New York City judge blocked pay raises for rideshare drivers, a big win for Uber that will keep an estimated $22 million a month in their pockets. iPhone exports from India over doubled compared to last year. Over $2.5 billion worth of iPhones came from the country between April to December. The SEC charged McDonald's ex-CEO for misrepresentations to investors. Stephen Easterbrook will have a 5-year officer and director bar, and must pay a $400,000 civil penalty. Disney CEO Bob Iger is bringing office requirements back to Disney. Employees will have to go into their offices to work for 4 days out of the week starting in March. Moderna is considering pricing COVID-19 vaccines at $110 to $130. The vaccines have been free up to this point thanks to the government paying Moderna $26 per vaccine, but the government is set to declare the health emergency over and stop paying for doses. Seattle's public schools filed a lawsuit accusing Meta, TikTok, Google, and Snapchat of creating a youth mental health crisis. Goldman Sachs will be cutting over 3,000 jobs within days, representing about 6.5% of their total workforce. Elon Musk is rumored to take SpaceX's Starlink business public this year after a well-known podcaster stated that it would be an obvious outcome of 2023. This would be much sooner than expected. In 2022, Musk stated that a Starlink IPO was at least 3 years away. House Republicans are set to vote to remove funding for additional IRS agents, which has been extremely controversial. Berkshire Hathaway sold 1.1 million shares in the Chinese electric vehicle company BYD. On Tuesday, Microsoft is in talks with ChatGPT creator, OpenAI, to invest $10 billion. If the deal goes through, Microsoft will own a 49% stake in OpenAI. Microsoft is already an investor in the company as well. In 2019, Microsoft invested $1 billion in OpenAI. Coinbase will be laying off 950 employees, or 20% of its staff. This will be the third round of layoffs from Coinbase, who has cut 2,110 workers since mid-2022. The World Bank slashed its 2023 growth forecasts to recession levels for many countries. It projects global GDP growth of 1.7%, almost half of their previous prediction of 3%. CEO of JP Morgan, Jamie Dimon, is also expecting worsening conditions for 2023. He stated that he's not sure if hiking interest rates to 5% will be enough, and believes that interest rates may very well hit 6%. Based on its preliminary figures, Swiss National Bank is anticipating a 132 billion Swiss franc loss. That's its largest loss since the bank was founded 116 years ago. Talk about a bad start to 2023. A Tesla superfan decided to take matters into his own hands and filed for an application to extend Tesla's trademark for use in boats and planes. This of course was done without the knowledge of Tesla. Meta has been named the top-performing internet stock for 2023 in a new JP Morgan survey. The bigger the fall, the harder the bounce back, I suppose. Southwest seems to be in need of good PR after they canceled over 16,000 flights. The company is now offering one-way fares starting at $49 for select routes. On Wednesday, a major issue rose today after the FAA's system that alerts pilots about hazards or any changes at airport facilities stopped processing information. The FAA immediately shut down all airline traffic in the United States until the problem was solved a few hours later. During this time, over 1,000 flights were canceled. After making headlines for a rumor that Bed Bath & Beyond was going to file for bankruptcy, the company announced that it will be making another round of layoffs. This time, Bed Bath & Beyond will be laying off 20% of its workforce to help cut costs. WWE stock fell after rumors that Saudi Arabia's public investment fund was buying the company were denied. Universal Parks & Resorts announced a new theme park in Frisco, Texas. The park is said to be a one-of-a-kind theme park geared towards families with young children. Coca-Cola and PepsiCo are under preliminary investigation at the FTC for price discrimination. The companies are being accused of offering better prices to large retailers at the expense of their smaller competitors. Tesla is looking to expand their Gigafactory in Austin, Texas, which is already 338 million cubic feet. Tesla plans to expand it another 1.4 million square feet, costing up to $775 million. Tesla is also looking to expand internationally and build a new plant in Indonesia. The plant would be able to produce 1 million cars a year. Amazon is expanding Prime to more of the internet, stating that they will make Buy with Prime widely available to third-party sites starting January 31st. This will allow more shops to offer free shipping and a streamlined checkout for Prime members. Attorneys have located over $5 billion of cash, liquid cryptocurrency, and other liquid investments belonging to FTX. Netflix stock rose on a Goldman Sachs estimate bump. BlackRock is the newest company to let go of employees as they intend to fire 500 workers, or about 3% of its workforce. On Thursday, Ryan Reynolds' Mint Mobile is being looked at by T-Mobile as an acquisition opportunity. Ryan Reynolds owns about 25% of the company, which offers monthly cell phone plans starting at just $15 a month. Vince McMahon returned to the executive chair role at WWE while his daughter resigned as the co-CEO. Meta and Apple have been booted off Glassdoor's top 100 companies to work for. The companies have been on this list since 2011 and 2009 respectively. JP Morgan Chase is suing a fintech startup founder after she told the bank that her company had over 4 million users. At the time, the startup actually only had 30,000. Nike executive chairman Mark Parker will succeed Susan Arnold as Disney's chairman. Microsoft said that starting January 16, full-time employees will be allowed to have unlimited time off. CPI numbers came in for December and showed a 6.5% rise in prices year-over-year, and a 0.1% decrease month-over-month. HBO Max is raising the price of its ad-free streaming plan from $14.99 a month to $15.99 a month in the US. American Airlines is forecasting a higher fourth-quarter profit thanks to strong demand during the holiday season. Shake Shack is also expecting good fourth-quarter news. Preliminary fourth-quarter results include $364 million in revenue with a 19% operating margin. The company also plans to open 65 to 70 more locations both domestically and internationally. On Friday, Apple CEO Tim Cook is said to make 40% less than he did last year. He'll now be struggling to put dinner on the table as he'll only be making $49 million in 2023. Tesla has been downgraded by Guggenheim with a sell rating and an $89 per share price target. Citi, on the other hand, remained neutral on the stock but lowered their price target to $140 a share. Tesla also announced that they will be lowering the prices of their Model 3 and Model Y. The Model 3 base version will be $3,000 cheaper, costing a total of $43,990, and the Model 3 Performance will see a $9,000 price cut, costing a total of $53,990. The Model Y, on the other hand, will be dropping about $13,000 in price for both the long-range and performance model. Carvana is the next company to terminate even more workers and even reduce other workers' hours. Carvana has already let go of about 4,000 employees in 2022. Lionel Messi's clothing brand went public and jumped over 200% before falling below its initial price. The company IPO'd at a market cap of $7.5 million and $5 a share. Janet Yellen warned that the US is at default risk and needs to raise the debt limit by next Thursday to prevent hitting the ceiling. Crypto.com laid off 20% of its staff as the crypto market continues to be shaken up. Delta is forecasting weak first-quarter profits due to higher costs. Non-fuel operating costs are expected to increase by 4% and labor costs are expected to rise by 34%. That being said, revenue is expected to be 14 to 17% higher than 2019, and that's with 1% less capacity. Bank of America profits came in better than expected as interest rates boosted their income. If you enjoy our content, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel to stay up to date with market news. Thanks for watching and stay informed.